Hey everyone. Yeah, I mean it's been a while since you've heard this voice. Since I've talked. Now, not just talked, but I mean just posted anything on this channel. It's been, I think it was like 2017, so it's been, yeah, well over 5 years at this point, because I think it was like in May or something, if I recall. I actually think I recall making that last video I was talking about. It's like my brother's university application or something or other. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird just to drop in and say hi, but I just felt like I kind of owed it to you guys. I mean, I never really did, I wouldn't say the channel blew up ever, but I just kind of view it more as like almost like a journal that I just want to make an entry in that I just feel like I haven't kind of concluded because I kind of just went, I kind of just went without saying anything and just kind of let things on like maybe like a cliffhanger, if you will. Um, so yeah, I just want to, drop in and just talk about some stuff. And just like right off the bat, I'm going to preface by saying that I don't really plan on returning full time, and I guess like I can get into that more. But yeah, this is just more like I guess a sentimental kind of video, if you will, just to like explain where I went and just let you guys know that I'm doing well. I mean, the 5 years. So I guess the last time I made upload was my freshman year of high school. Um, and I that was just kind of a weird time for me. And to be honest, like even in the background when I made videos all those years, I don't know, when did I start, like 20? Yeah, I guess 2013 to 2017, those 4 years. I was school was not really my thing during those times, and honestly, like I was so into the game, and I was just so into making videos that I honestly kind of neglected that stuff. That stuff, school and stuff, always came like I guess like second fiddle. Um, and yeah, I'm just gonna put that into like just for context, like that was kind of what was going on behind the scenes. I guess during what I consider to be like the best days of my channel. Um, and that's part of the reasons going into explaining why I kind of took a break, because again, in 2017 was my freshman year of high school, or grade 9 for any Canadian viewers. I know they call it something different in Canada, but yeah, it was my first year of high school, and that first year I think was probably my worst year, I think, overall of school. I guess just like academic wise, I just, I really give a shit before, but at that point I just kind of really didn't give a shit. And it was just starting to take I guess a toll on me, just because I was kind of feeling, down on myself about that. I just could never really do anything exceptional. I guess with school, and, it was just kind of a realization during that first year, like, man, like I really want to make a change for myself. And so yeah, so as you guys know, I'm Canadian, and I actually moved away from Canada in my that first year of high school. Actually, the last time I made an upload was when I was still in Canada, so that's how long it's been. So I've been in the U.S. now for about 5 years. I'm from Jersey, and that first summer I moved was honestly one of probably the hardest thing I've had to do, honestly, ever, was moving away from, the only life I had really known. I actually am American. I was born here when I was just a baby. Well, no shit, I was born when I was just sorry, I meant to say I moved away when I was just a baby. I was like not even 1 year old. So, it's the only life I've known. So, moving out of that was, just thinking back to it, like that first summer was really, really tough. But in a lot of ways it was I guess a second chance, if you will, school wise, because I was going to start a new school, and I was going to, meet some new people and just kind of have a fresh start in that regard. I remember just that summer before just kind of telling myself, like, don't fuck this up, because honestly, in my opinion, one of the best gifts in this life is a second chance. And so, yeah, that was my goal. So honestly, that whole summer before, I just kind of started getting ready for that first year. I played when I could here and then. I played a lot. I remember when BO3, I think, was the big game at that point. So I played that like when I could, but right when school started, honestly, it was just at that point school and school and school. And I just put my head down and I just kind of, started with that self-discipline. And honestly, that first year of school was awesome. I was, for the first time, I guess, in school, I was happy with how I did, very, very happy with how I did. I really killed it that first year. And, just like in summary, like my whole high school experience, honestly, was the best experience I've had, like, in my life, if I could just sum it up. And it all just started kind of like that first year I got into my regiment, and then I met some really, really good people throughout high school, and those are still my friends that like I talk to today. And so in that field, I guess in the personal field of me, I kind of had a big change, which is why I kind of I focused more on like school stuff and social stuff, and less about, like, I guess, video making and stuff. I still played games every now and then, but really, like, I just kind of put real I guess real life stuff, like, at the forefront of what I was doing, which is not what I was doing before. So yeah, that's part of the reasons why I kind of stopped uploading. And and today, like, I'm still kind of that changed person, so I do want to focus on school first and foremost, because I'm in university now. So yeah, I just, like, I don't know where the time has gone. I started this when I was just a little middle schooler, but growing up. So yeah, so that's kind of the more personal side of it, if you will. Now, would it also be accurate to say that another reason why I left was because of just what the channel was for? The whole point of my channel and the whole community I built around that channel was, trick shotting. Now, trick shotting, I don't even know if trick shotting is still a thing in modern CODs. I honestly have not seen a trick shot in a new COD game since, like, I don't even, like, Modern Warfare Remastered, which was like the last one I technically trick shotted on, but even that was not, there's not a lot you can do in that game. So, that was just another big reason, was the actual, I guess, technique was just not becoming irrelevant in COD. And that's not necessarily because the community was not holding it together. It was just like the games were made to not be able to do that anymore. Like, just kind of how the new movement system works and everything. It's just not, it just can't really work in the modern, I guess, COD era. So, that was a big reason. And I just felt like, as a whole, this series of games was going downhill. I still think to this day, I have bias towards, but I still think no COD game will ever top Black Ops 2. I don't even know how it could. I mean, the thing is, you can add as many of these features as you want, but make it as realistic as you want, but there's still just something about that game. I go back to it every now and then on, like, PC mode. I could just play it on my computer. There was just something about it that was just, everything worked in that game. It's just a game that could please every playstyle. Trick shotting was supreme on it. And just red gunning, as they call it, like regular gunning, just playing the game normally, is also, you can have a great experience on it. So yeah, that's another reason was why is just the modern COD era just wasn't supporting what I set out to do on my channel. Um, Now the game you are seeing here, this Black Ops Cold War. Hot take. I actually very much liked Cold War. I played it a ton actually. The gameplay you're seeing is old. And that's just because I go through phases with COD now where like I'll go through like a couple like weeks where I'll just play absolute shit out of it, and then I won't touch it again. And I'll play other stuff. I'll play like Valorant nowadays. I play Valorant sometimes, and older games I've been playing a ROM of Ocarina of Time currently. That's a lot of fun. The old Zelda game. So I just play little things like that when I do play. But I still check out COD. I've actually played every COD title that's come out since BO2. I still try them out at least. So I'll always love the franchise. Do I think it's in the best place that it's been? No, I don't. But hopefully it's in a better place. But like I was saying with Cold War, yeah, I put quite a lot of time into this game. I really like just how the game plays. It's honestly the COD game I'm probably best at, which is very funny. But I'm just a fan of how the actual game plays. Now there's all sorts of stuff that happens behind the scenes, like SBMM, which I'm sure you guys have heard, tons and tons about the system that kind of, I would certainly say, to some degree, yeah, punishes. I think if you play better, I think you do get punished more. I think that's how. Now I understand why it's in place. They want to bring in new players. But I don't know for sure if they're doing it on purpose. But if it's not on purpose, it's certainly unintentionally hurting long term players of the franchise. Old fans. That I put time into getting good, at the game. And I don't really want to make a separate commentary on that, but you could, because there's a lot of people who have complained about the SBMM system. Not a fan of it, certainly not, but I just I don't have it in me to really care too much about it nowadays. I kind of just enjoy them, for just easy fun, I guess. I don't really take it too deep. But yeah, like I just think it's unfortunate because I do think Cold War had more potential than people realize. I just think, again, it was just kind of tainted. COD has this funny thing now where like they'll release games that are, very much feel unfinished at launch. And even Cold War, again, like I really enjoy the game, but like, I got it like around when it came out, and it's a totally different game. At least from the gameplay you're seeing, this was like in October of 2021, so this is almost at the end of the game's lifespan. It was very good during this time, but it didn't certainly not start out that good. There was a lot of bugs and broken stuff when the game first came out. And even with this new title, the newest one, Vanguard, it just released with a number of just problems. I remember playing it in just that first November when it came out. It was just the like characters would be invisible, like in kill cams and in that play of the game, and the where you'd vote for like MVP, you wouldn't even be able to see the character. There were broken guns. I had some gameplay on my computer where I got like 151 kills with that stupid combat shotgun that was really broken at launch. But so yeah, they have this weird thing now where they'll just release games that are unfinished. And to be fair, a lot of studios do that now with games, and I just think that really goes against kind of the whole idea of, releasing something you're proud of. But that's, a whole other beast. I'm just, that's just another gripe I'm picking with COD, but I still, always love the franchise to some degree just because how many memories I have on it. But, that's almost where I want to leave it. For now, at least for now, but I'm not sure if I'll make another commentary return. This is just more for, I guess, whoever is still, I don't know if anyone's still watching, keeping up, but like, all the boys I used to play with back in the day, Zyvi, Trax, Damien, Ox. I think I don't know, I might have said Ox Snipes, but Ox Snipes, Argo Games Senior, Argo Games Junior, you know, all the boys back in the day. I just want to let y'all know that I'm doing all right. But yeah, guys, it's been really unreal talking to you again. But it's been nice, and I hope you guys are all doing fantastic too. And again, I'm sorry if I missed anyone in the shout out, but I see you. I've actually been watching some of my old videos recently, and I've been on a nostalgia trip. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure all y'all were doing good, and I'm doing good. I just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah, guys, if you see this, if you made it to the end, thank you. That's been a long video, but take care, and I'll see you guys later.